Welcome back to The Explainer. Today we're totally decoding the hidden psychological mechanics behind one of the absolute most thrilling everyday interactions we experience. You know the ones. Those split-second, entirely unspoken moments of connection. Literally, the silent language of the eyes. Let's get right into it.
So, picture this. Have you ever caught someone's eye from across a crowded room and they immediately look away? But then, just a second or two later, they look right back? Right? It's the classic double take. But you've got to wonder, is that just totally a coincidence, or is there some deep-rooted human psychology dictating exactly why they just can't keep their eyes off you? Okay, moving into part 1, the double glance mystery. What exactly happens in a fraction of a second?
Well, psychologists actually have a very specific term for this. They call it the glance and a half, or, the double glance. And the crazy part is, it's an entirely unconscious behavior. When you see someone you find attractive or even just intriguing, your brain automatically triggers this look that lingers just a tiny bit longer than normal. It's not planned, it's a hardwired biological response.
Now, the precise micro-timing here is honestly absolutely fascinating. We are talking about a linger so incredibly brief, it almost entirely evades your conscious mind. It's exactly a quarter of a second longer than your standard everyday glance. Yeah, 0.25 seconds. Yet in the wild world of nonverbal communication, that tiny extra fraction of a second is literally your very first clue that a real connection has just been made.
Which brings us to part 2, your brain, the seeker. This is the hidden battle between the conscious and unconscious.
So almost immediately after that extra quarter second we just talked about, your conscious mind usually goes into full panic mode. It's yelling, "Oh no, look away, they caught me, I feel super self-conscious and intimidated." So naturally, you physically avert your eyes. But deep down, your primitive, unconscious mind is shouting the exact opposite. It's saying, "Look back, I need more information." It flat out refuses to let that visual go. Researchers refer to this as the seeker instinct. Think of your brain as this relentless detective. When it spots a highly attractive stimulus, like say you, it totally refuses to just glance and forget. It is practically hardwired to gather more data. It's just a super powerful evolutionary drive we all have to process our environment, especially, and I mean especially, when that environment contains something highly desirable.
Let's actually map out this whole micro-interaction on a timeline to make it super clear. So at 0 seconds, you have that initial spark of eye contact. Fast forward a quarter of a second, conscious intimidation kicks in, forcing that quick look away. But then, jump to 2 seconds, the seeker brain completely 100% overpowers your self-conscious ego. The raw drive for more information just becomes way too strong, absolutely forcing that second look. Boom. That is the complete anatomy of the double glance.
All right, let's look at part 3, the science of looking, exactly why your eyes wander and linger.
To really ground this psychology in everyday life, just imagine you're walking through a coffee shop, and out of the corner of your eye, you happen to catch this really striking piece of art on the wall. You look away as you keep walking, but then, inevitably, you look right back, right? You naturally need to confirm exactly what you just saw, the details, the colors, the composition. Your brain simply demanded a second pass. Well, the exact same instinctual process happens when observing people.
And hey, this isn't just theory. It's backed by hard psychology. Studies literally show that physical attractiveness directly determines how long a gaze lingers. If someone keeps looking, it means your appearance has successfully captured and held their attention. Just really think about the weight of those specific words for a second. Captured and held. Your presence has momentarily suspended their normal routine and completely locked their seeker brain right onto you.
Now, for part 4, decoding the gaze. This is all about when a brief look becomes, well, something much more. So, body language researchers have actually categorized different intensities of eye contact into levels, and the absolute ultimate visual indicator of attraction, that's classified as level 5 eye contact. In the entire world of nonverbal communication, this is known simply and powerfully as the gaze.
If we slow our timeline way down, level 5 eye contact, the gaze, lasts for a full 2 to 3 seconds. Now, I know, 2 seconds is absolutely nothing when you're just standing there waiting for an elevator. But locked in, direct, unbroken eye contact with a total stranger, 2 to 3 seconds feels like an agonizing, thrilling eternity. At this point, it's no longer just an unconscious seeker reflex. They know they're looking, you know they're looking, and honestly, the secret is officially out.
So, because you now completely understand the mechanics of the seeker brain, you can consciously hack your own behavior the very next time someone gives you the glance and a half. Here is your incredibly simple 3-step playbook. Step 1, notice the double glance. Step 2, and this is absolutely crucial, guys, do not look at the floor. Seriously, resist that overwhelming urge to look down in embarrassment. And step 3, look back and confidently meet their gaze.
We've totally decoded the hidden mechanics today, all the way from that quarter-second linger right up to the intense 3-second gaze. You know exactly why their instinct literally forces them to look back. So I'm going to leave you with this final thought. The next time they look twice, where will you look? Don't let your self-conscious ego win the battle. Look back, because meeting that gaze, well, that might just be the start of something absolutely great. Thanks for joining me for this explainer.